Greetings, YouTube. This is Yvette, and welcome to my channel. We just finished day number 1 of our fast. And so day number 1 should have went kind of smoothly for us because we just ate yesterday. And we should have been hydrated because we did that on yesterday. So I know that coming last night, where we started the fast, I was able to have a really good bowel and eliminate because I had eaten some things and I was trying to make sure I got things cleared out. I feel like I did a good job. I drank a lot yesterday, so I had a lot of that I had to get rid of that way too. A lot of liquids needed to come out. So day number 1 should have been quite easy, okay? A little bit easy. I mean, sometimes it's really challenging. I know this morning when I woke up, my mouth was kind of dry and I wanted to have something to drink. And no, I did not drink. So I did feel that, but for that feeling to go away, all I did was got busy doing something, and that was fine. So I've been fine all day long, feeling great. What I do when I am fasting is I will chew gum. And so as I went out today, I did put some gum in my mouth, a half a stick of gum, and I try to limit it to like a half stick of gum at a time, not a full stick or maybe a third of a stick. Because God expects us to be presentable, to be smelling nice. So I know that when you look at fast on the internet, a lot of times people are doing dry fasting, which they will call that not eating any food and not drinking any liquids. And that is the one that I've chosen to do. Some people do what's called a hard dry fast, where they don't even come into contact with water. No showering, no brushing their teeth with water, no washing their hands. Now, to me, that's very, very gross. And you call it a soft dry fast if you are showering and you are paying attention to grooming. You can wash your hair and keep yourself clean. So that's what we're doing. That's what believers do. We do a soft dry fast because we're not going to be going around smelling. Some of us are doing a water fast along with this. And then some of us are doing a juice fast, or you're drinking juices and smoothies, especially if you're nursing babies or if there's some health condition that you have where you have to have some food. Now, for those of you who would like to join us on the fast and you really feel like I have to eat something with my medication, listen, I'm going to tell you how you can fast. Do what Daniel did when he decided he did not want to eat the food that the king was giving him. Because he's probably eating some serving up pig and whatever kind of junk. And Daniel didn't want to do that because they had dietary laws that they were supposed to follow that we should be following even today. So Daniel opted to eat a healthier diet, and he wanted to prove to his caregiver that, hey, look, we'll be healthier. I'll show you that what we're doing will be healthier than everybody else. Listen, nothing cleans your body out and your mind and removes it and resets you than eating the way you were supposed to. So it was a plant-based diet. So those of you who cannot be on a fast with us, listen, don't eat any meat. And whatever you do, don't do pork and don't do shellfish because we're not supposed to have that anyway. But take all the meat, the cheese, the breads out of your diet. Listen, and do things like plant-based, where you are eating salads, you're eating raw fruits, raw vegetables, as much of that as you possibly can. Yes, you can have bread because they would have eaten bread or something unleavened. Nuts, eat that. Peanut butter is great. Almond butter, if you like that, that's good for you. So do it that way. Do plant-based. So if you really want to sacrifice and you want to be a part of fasting, you feel like you can't withhold yourself, change what you eat and eat healthier. I guarantee you, for those of you who are diabetic or pre-diabetic, all those numbers are going to change if you go to a plant-based diet. And especially if you don't eat a lot of cooked stuff. And bread is really not good for you. Something about that wheat is messing us up. And I don't know if that's because wheat is normally a GMO, a genetically modified seed here in the United States. Definitely, if you're shopping, make sure you get bread that's non-GMO and try and get organic fruits and vegetables, because you don't want the GMO stuff because that just still wreaks havoc on your system. And then stay away from sodas and sweet juices. And if you drink Kool-Aid, stop drinking Kool-Aid, because if you look at the Kool-Aid packet, there is nothing natural on a Kool-Aid packet. And that's just a bunch of chemicals and some food coloring. And I know we used to drink it back in the day because we didn't know any better. So try and drink some things that are nicer for you. Have some herbal teas. If you just have to have something to drink, make you an herbal tea that's iced, and add some natural sugar, some things like agave to it, maybe honey or raw sugar. you know, not the white sugar. Stay away from stuff that's white. Stay away from white rice, white, you know, bread. Stay away from stuff like that that's not good for you. So that's how you can do that. So last night, my pastor preached a message, and he was talking about disarming the darkness, talking about disarming Satan from, you take his weapons away from him when he's using on you. If you know what's going on, you'll be okay. And he was saying he was going to preach that message the first of the year, but God told him to do it now. And after he did his message, I told him, hey, I have this YouTube channel. I was just telling them that I wanted to fast the first of the year, but God is saying do it now. And I said, we need to be in position now. So we did do a special prayer for those of you out there who are fasting with us, because some of you have shared that you have some strongholds. Some of us are praying for other people, for family members, for our situations in our own body with sickness and healing that we have going on. So we've got a number of things going on that we're praying about. And so I'm going to tell you that now that we're fasting, the enemy is going to be starting to attack us. Okay. So just remember, if you forget and you drank something, or you forget and you ate something, listen, just God forgive me, and you go right back on. Okay. You go right back to fasting, because we are not going to be defeated. So just remember that the enemy is going to be attacking us. Okay. He's going to be causing people to try and get us upset. We need to know this, that he uses people against us. And if there's something in your life that really matters to you, that's exactly what he's going to use. So I'm pretty much over family, but my 2 kids matter a lot to me. So I could see where the enemy would maybe try and bring something in on that, but I'm not going to feed into that, because you know what? The last time I was on a fast and I was separated from my son, and I was on the fast and something happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm finna do my fast. I'm not worried about that. After I finished that fast, God restored that relationship. My son will text me and ask me how I'm doing. And it's strange for me, because I'm like, now he didn't spend a year not talking to me and saying not nice things to me. And now he wants to know how I'm doing. I'm like, what you mean what I'm doing? You know, what you talk, why? Was something wrong? You know, that's how I feel. But I'm like, hey, I'm fine. Well, you know, why are you asking? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I just wanted to see how you were doing. What a blessing. It's almost like we didn't skip a beat in our relationship, but that's how God restores it. So that's how I know he's going to fix the situation with my sisters, because I'm claiming that. I am claiming that. Okay. So we are victorious. God gives us everything we need to go through the trial. He's not going to take us out of it, because we need to go through it so that we can become strong, because eventually you'll realize that, you know what, this looks like a cycle to me. You fall out of line with people, you make up, and you go back together, if that's what the situation is. But remember not to get upset with the person. It's not the person. The enemy uses people. This is a spiritual thing. It's spiritual. You're either under the Holy Spirit, or you are by some vile spirit. When you're doing evil things and mean things, you're by a vile spirit. And occasionally, like my pastor was saying, the enemy will use us. Occasionally, he will use us. I don't want to be used of the enemy. Not at all. I want to be walking upright with the Lord. So I don't want to be offending anybody. And sometimes just if you say something to somebody, they'll take it as an offense anyway. But for the most part, I don't want to be used by Satan. Okay, I'm a vessel unto honor, and that's what I want to do. So that's what we want to be doing. And so I have some things I want to share with you guys in our next video. And this is exciting, so prepare yourselves, because God has a calling for you. And I'm going to tell you what he's going to do. So be in prayer so that we can be in position, okay? And I'm going to write my little note down, because I'm going to make sure that I tell you about it. In any case, I'll see you tomorrow night when it's day number 2. But if you're going to jump in and join, listen, subscribe, because we fast all the time. We're probably going to spend most of December fasting, and some of us are going to take off and do some family things, because I know this is holidays for you guys, and that I don't want anybody feeling like, oh no, I can't do this because Christmas is coming up. I don't do Christmas. I do Hanukkah, because I'm Messianic Jew. Okay. And Christmas is something else for us. So if you do holiday time with your family, just take off a few days before holiday so that you can hydrate yourself slowly, get some soup in you, get some salad, some fruit in you. So then you're ready to eat the meal. And then after the meal, clean yourself out and let's go back on the fast. Okay. And then let me know that you join back in. All right. Because we can do this. And if it goes in, it's going to go into January. That's okay. We'll still keep doing it. It's okay. Because I think on a monthly basis, we need to be crucifying ourselves and making a sacrifice to God. That's what we need to be doing. Okay. This is on 10 minutes. I'm going to let you go, and I'll talk to you next time. God bless.